Hey, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahshai Bashem Rakah Kodash that belongs to the Apostle Nels Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to you, Aki. I'm pushing this truth throughout the four winds. You can see the videos entitled Distractions. Um, in these times we're in, man, we have to really pay close attention to distractions, okay? Because they're going to get heavier. They're going to be more what's the word I'm looking for? If you notice, they're going to be more out in the open, okay? It's not going to be nothing that creeps around the corner. It's just going to be boom to the face. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be right there. Just Satan, he's not going to have to creep in now. These distractions are going to hit you head on, just like that, you know? And when we look at this word and we break it down, that's to knock you off tractions, to knock you off your track, okay? That's what a distraction does. If you're walking in a straight line and you get distracted, it's Satan's job to pull you off of the track that you're on, okay? So we have to be mindful that these things they're here, you know what I'm saying? And this is just part of the walk, you know? Definition, it says the act of distracting, the state of being distracted, mental distress or derangement. Mental distress, because if you're focused on your walk, mentally you're locked in. But if something distracts you, mentally you're unlocked to where you're moving in a direction off of being engaged to what your prior engagement was. Okay, so we have to understand that mentally we're walking in a straight and narrow path, and it's Satan's job to mentally distract us to get us to veer off into something that takes us away from the path of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That which distracts divides the attention or prevents concentration. You see that? So when you're focused and you're concentrating on Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, it's Satan's job through all the temptations, through people, through money, through just everything in life to get you to totally not focus on the mission or the task at hand. And everyone around you, you have to understand that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua allows them through Satan to become fair game, solely to knock you off of the tracks that you're walking. Okay? It says that which amuses, entertains, or diverts. Amusement, entertainment. So when you start losing focus on the path of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you start entertaining bullshit. Okay? You entertain bullshit. You're amused by bullshit. These things are set up to get you to divert. Okay? And it's going to come in some senses. It's just going to be heavy things that you have to deal with. They're set up to be in your path to take you off of that course that you're supposed to be walking right into the kingdom. Okay? Division or disorder caused by dissensions, tumult. All these things come together. Okay? They come together, and you may be walking the straight and narrow of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and now before you know it, something tries to railroad you, and you're on this path, and before you know it, it's like something comes, and it's like you have to really, really pay attention. Stay walking in the Spirit, because if you don't, it's going to be easy for you to get knocked off your path. Okay? This is 1 Peter chapter 5. It says, humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time. So you're humbling yourself. Cast all your care upon him. He careth for you. So let the Lord deal with that burden. Trust him. Because us walking and trying to, it's a load walking in the truth. Okay? It's a load to carry. You're not really even carrying it. But it's just something, because you've made yourself a living sacrifice. So in these fleshly vessels we live in, you have to understand that it's feelings, it's emotion, and it's just a lot of things in these bodies that really knocks us off if we allow them to. Okay? That's why I say it's cast your cares upon the Lord. Let him deal with it. Okay? Be sober. Be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. How does he devour you? He uses distractions. The rents due. Where are we going to go? What are we going to do? All these things, if you allow them, will pull you away from your walk. They will get you off your track. Everybody, all of us in life have a track that we're walking on. It's Satan's job to distract the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay? We have to know this and understand this. Alright? The course is the course, and we have to stay on course. No matter how tough it may get, there's gonna be tears shed. It's just gonna be a lot of things that we're gonna be faced with. But all these things are to build us. All right. And this is vigilant. Sober. It says to be sober, to be calm and collected in spirit. So when these things come, what we have to understand, being in the spirit, is that we should be expecting it. We should know that that's of Satan. We should be expecting it, because we've got a tip, if you will. The Lord gave us a tip. Things are going to come in the end. Be ready for them. Okay? To be temperate, dispassionate, circumspect. If we don't have a passion for the things of this world, how should they totally affect us like that? Okay? We should be calm in the spirit, and we know that our comfort comes from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So we should understand and know one thing, that he has us. That he's going to make a way when it looks like it's no way to go. All right? Look at the Strong's. It says, of uncertainty, affinity, to abstain from wine, keep sober, be discreet, be sober, watch. So if we're watching, and we know these things are coming to distract us and get us off our course, we need to be sober to that idea. We don't need to, basically, what we're doing is when we allow ourselves to get thrown off the course, we're just sipping a little wine, spiritually, Babylon wine. We sip it, and then that's by you being intoxicated with your problem. What happens is you start veering off. Okay, you start veering off, and before you know it, the course that you were walking, you're looking at it, and it's just totally going way to the left as you're staggering. So before these things come, we were given a warning. The Lord tipped us off to these things. They're coming. And by you know that they're coming, guess what? Face it head on. Cast it on me. I'm going to take care of it for you. Okay, this is vigilant. It says to watch. How can you be caught by a robber when you know he's coming? How can you be caught off guard by somebody who's trying to rob you when you know they're coming? Okay? Now, the damage when they come in, it's going to be damage. They may break in the window. They may kick the door down. You may have a scuffle with them to where you get cut up, possibly stabbed or shot, but you're defending your home. Okay? You can put up a fight. That's the beautiful thing about this truth. We have Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and we're able to put up a fight. Well, he's fighting, but we can pray, and he fights, and we know he's not going to lose. Okay? So that fight is already put up. We just have to continue walking soberly and vigilant. Okay? It says, it's a metaphor. Give strict attention. Give strict attention to. Be cautious, active. If I know someone's breaking in, or if I know I'm walking on a straight and narrow path, I know something is going to try to railroad me or knock me off of the course that I'm on. So I'm watching for it. I'm looking out for it. I'm not going to let it distract me because I know it's coming. Okay? To take heed lest through remission and indolence some destructive calamity suddenly overtake one. Suddenly. You see that? How it's going to suddenly overtake you if you're watching for it. So if you're not vigilant, that means you're not paying attention. That means you're not paying attention to what's going on. This is what you have to understand. We have to be on watch for these things. Not saying when you get in the situation, it's not going to move you a certain way, but you were expecting it. So when it comes, you fight the battle through Yahweh Shem Yahushua a little bit more easier now. Okay? That's why trials and tests exist. This is why. Every man has to be proven. The Strong's, it says to keep awake. So we have to constantly be on our P's and Q's, bruh. Watch literally or figuratively. Be vigilant, wake, watchful. We have to always watch. You know, and some of these trials, man, they're, man, they're tough. They are tough. But what else can we do? You know, can't go back to church, can't go back into the world. That defeats the purpose. You know what I'm saying? That totally defeats the purpose. You know? But just know, All these things we lose are going to be given right back to us. You know, and the Lord is just proving us, man, you know. Matthew 7:13. Enter ye in at the straight gate. So that gate that leads into the kingdom is straight. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. So going every which way, that's destruction. It's only one way in. Okay? It's only one way in. And many there be which go in thereat. So it's a lot of people that's going into the way of destruction. All right? This kingdom was made for many, but the next for few. So the few people that make it out of this place, they're going to be on that straight and narrow path. All right? Not Christianity. None of that. Not doing it your own way. You know, making up rules as you go. It's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that the chosen and elect are going to get out of here. They're going to be on that straight and narrow path. And as they're walking that straight and narrow path, there's going to be things beating up against them. But they're just going to stand firm and keep walking. No matter how it feels, no matter how it looks, they're going to keep walking. Okay? It says, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth into life, and few there be that find it. It's not going to be a lot of people. All right? So we can't allow these distractions to knock us off the course. We're on a narrow path. And if you're knocked off that narrow path, 9 times out of 10 to get back on that path, if you're knocked off, it's going to be possibly next to impossible. So stay walking. You may fall down on a path. Get back up and keep walking. Okay? But once you get off the path, you can't re-rail yourself and put yourself on the path, bro. Few there be that find it. So to find the path, first, the Lord has to set you up on that path. Okay? So when that light switch was hit, for you to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, it had to be set up that way. And you're going to continue to walk it. It don't matter what you go through in life. People are depending on, like some of these men that's in this truth, it's families that's dependent on them. You know? It's families that's dependent on them. So how is it you can say you love your family and like nothing's for certain, but your fight is for you to get out of here? And it's brothers that's going to have families that make it on their backs all through Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So how can you fall off? How can you afford to fall off? It's 2nd Ezra 7, Salakia. There is also another thing. A city is built. That's the kingdom. The city is already there. Notice it ends in ED. The city is already there. The kingdom's already there. And set upon a broad field. That means it's big. The field is big. And it's full of good things. Everything that was promised to us. The entrance thereof is narrow. So before you can get inside of this place, it's a walk that's so narrow. And it's set in a dangerous place to fall. So you got this balance beam that's basically 2 feet apart in width. And you're walking on it. Now, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. So now you have all these problems and dangers around you, but you have to focus on what? You can't look down and focus on the problems and the troubles. Because by you looking down and focus on that, you'll fuck around and fall in. But your eyes has to be steadfast, straight and narrow on the course that's right in front of you. You can't give no mind to what's on the right and left hand side of you, because you'll fall. Okay? So you got to be focused on the straight and narrow path right in front of you. You can't turn around and look back. You got to keep moving forward. All right? It says, and one only path between them both. So it's only one path into this kingdom, and that's marching forward. All right? Now just visually imagine that. You got the hottest fire on one side, and you got the deepest waters with barracudas, sharks, and all kinds of shit in it that's flesh eating. And you know if you fall in there, it's death. You know if you fall into that fire, it's death. So you can only go forward. It's many people that fell off and went to one side. Okay? It says, so small that there could but one man go there at once. So only one person was able and allowed to walk on this straight and narrow path and get into this kingdom at a time. It wasn't like no wide church congregation to where a lot of people could go in. No, that's how the kingdom is. Yahweh Shemi Shai called and chose certain men. They're going to walk this path, and it's one of them going to get in at a time, bro. And that's the significance of the family thing, because the men of Yahweh Shemi Shai are basically umbrellas. Just like Yahweh, you know what I'm saying, he's over Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is over the men. Like, we don't have a direct path to Yahweh. We go through Yahweh Shai. It's the same way with wives and children. Okay? They can't just go to Yahweh Shai. They have to go through us. Okay? So when that man goes in, that's that man and his family, if that's what Yahweh Shemi Shai has lined up. Okay, so that one person going in, it's very, very rare. That way is small. Okay? Man, if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, and the whole nation of Israel, this is what we are going to inherit real soon. But first, that tribulation, those trials, and everything that we're basically going through, that's that fire on the right, or which side is on, and the water on the other. That's what this is. Okay? Now you walking on this straight and narrow path, and you just see all these dangers around you. What you have to understand with these dangers is those things are there. Imagine like looking in that water and seeing sharks just waiting for you to fall in. Piranhas waiting for you to fall in. Jumping out of the water, like snapping at you, looking at you, just like when you fall, that's it. You know? It says, I'm going to read 9 again. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive his inheritance, this inheritance? So we can't get the kingdom. It says through much tribulation will the kingdom be gotten, you know what I'm saying, by us. Roughly paraphrasing. The kingdom going to be inherited through much tribulation. So it's going to be many problems. Problems that you wouldn't even expect to come out of nowhere and just, boom, that's your test. That's your test. You say you love me like you say you love me, prove it. I'm going to have you go through all kinds of hell. Prove it. All right? So how can we get the kingdom and our inheritance without going through these tribulations and trials. It's inevitable. All right. It's just what it is. Okay. 10. And I said, it is so. Lord, then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. That's our portion. We must go through these trials and tribulations to get our portion, what belongs to us, through Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Plain and simple. Proverbs 4. Let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. You see that? Focus. Be sold out to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The kingdom is at hand. We have no time to lose focus. Are you going to get distracted? Yes. Are things going to come that really fucks with your mind? Yes. Don't lose focus. Okay? Don't lose focus. Because that brings forth death. All right? You got a lot of naysayers, a lot of people that doubt you. Don't worry, your time is coming. Our time is coming, bro. And all these people are going to be seeking us. And the last laugh, that's the one, bro. That's the one. Wow. It says, ponder the path of thy feet. So ponder. Think about when you're walking on that straight and narrow path. Think about every move you make, because all these things start mentally. And let all thy ways be established. Think about the moves you make before you make them. Don't be reckless. Okay? Move the way the Spirit has you move. It's simple. Okay? Turn not to the right hand, nor the left. Remove thy foot from evil. Because when you go right or left, that's you making moves on your own. Why would you make moves on your own, bro? This is the Lord's show. You can't just be moving the way you want to move. All right? Proverbs 16:2. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes. This is really why the Lord don't deal with women either. Because they move reckless. Okay? It's reckless movement with women. That's why the Lord deals with men. All right? Everything is based off of emotion. Could you imagine if these things were put in a female's hands? Now you're expecting someone to walk on a straight and narrow path, a female, and first distraction, boom, she done fell over. Okay, that's why he has everything put in the hands of men. Okay? Certain men are gonna fall. Okay? So it's you have to be focused in your mind through Yahweh Shem Yahushua to not be distracted. Okay? It says, but the Lord weigheth the spirits. These spirits are weighed. Why? They have to be balanced. They have to be balanced. You have to be proven. Your spirit will be proven. Everything about you will be proven before you get into this thing called the kingdom, to where you can reign supreme with Yahweh Shai. Okay? But have your thoughts already established. All right? Know in your mind, I'm sold out. It's nothing going to stop me. Nothing. You have to know these things, bruh. It's going to be tough as hell. Trust me, it's going to be tough as hell. That don't mean give up. What do you gain by giving up? You know? Colossians chapter 3, it says, if ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above. That's why we need to be sold out on the kingdom. Everything we lose here, we're going to get back. It's just this flesh that we're fighting against that brings forth the distractions, because your flesh basically has emotions, feelings, and things of that nature. Ties to people, ties to the world, ties to things in the world. That's why you're tested through the physical and carnal things in this world. Okay? But our minds, mentally and spiritually, we're supposed to be already in the kingdom. That's how we're supposed to be looking at things. Okay? It says, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand side of the Most High. On the right hand of the Most High. Okay? So we're supposed to be longing for a seat next to Yahushua. Set your affection on things above, not on things of the earth. What are things on the earth? All things carnal. All things physical. And you see them around you, and it's like, oh man, all this money, man, women, man, this, man, that. And guess what? All those things are distractions. All of them. It's a hell of a test, bro. Living in this place, it's a hell of a test. But hey, this is what we were built for. Matthew 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. All what things? Everything we desire. Okay? We desire a righteous kingdom, bro. We desire a righteous, we desire women being righteous. We desire food that's real food. Okay? We desire balance. Everything in this place is total wickedness. It's just, it's so far off, man. It's just like people are just so fucked up in this place. You just look like, bro, what the, bro, the guidance. It's like, man, you guiding people. You see people guiding people, and it's like, what? You can't be serious. But hey, that's what it is. All these things were set up to be tests. And that's what's happening with us. We're being tested. Life as we know it is just one big test. That's it. One big test. And your exam is going to be put in your face as a major distraction. You can choose to move in the spirit and let the Lord guide you and trust in him. Or you can fall to the right or left and go in your own ways, and that way leads to death. And I'm telling you, the Lord knows each and every one of us. He knows what we fear. So just when Esau gets to making this move, and he locked this place down, and all these crazy shits start happening, then they're going to say that was a prophet. Then they're going to be searching out where we're at. Then it's going to be like Wisdom of Solomon say, repenting and groaning for anguish. Like, we should have listened to this dude. But we see, the distractions can get them. It can totally get them. It's not supposed to get us. Okay? Because we know that all these distractions brings forth a far greater goal. Okay? So we're not supposed to fall to these distractions. Now, when their distractions come, and they see that it really wasn't worth the life they thought it was, it's death at the end of that. So we can't put ourselves in that same mix. Okay? I hope this is edifying, and to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, Bashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostle, that was a great millstone. Peace and blessing to you. I can push this truth throughout the four winds. Till next time, shalom.